I have been dying to see you again, kitties. There's a certain game that you came to discuss on All Hallows Eve, and that is Kid Dracula.
We didn't get the original Kid Dracula on the NES, but at least we got the sequel on our Game Boys. Kid Dracula was released on the original Game Boy by Konami in the spring of 1993. Like previously stated, it is a sequel to the Famicom-only release. Kid Dracula is both a parody and spin-off of the much more serious Castlevania series. Unlike in Castlevania, you aren't going after his royal undeadness. In Kid Dracula, you play as the kid version of the Prince of Darkness. The story is that a monster named Garamuth is back causing trouble, and it's up to Drac the Kid to stop him. Fortunately, the smart-mouthed Death remains loyal. Kid Dracula is a fantastic game for the original Game Boy. Graphically, it's very impressive, one of the best looking on the system. The sprites are nice and big. The game's soundtrack is good. It has nice tunes. The cutscenes are cute and goofy. The animation style has real charm and fits well with the not-so-serious Kid Dracula. What makes Kid Dracula stand out is the overall fun this little game pack has. To start off, the gameplay is outstanding. Kid can shoot fireballs. The longer you hold the fire button, the more powerful of a shot you have. It's sort of like the Mega Buster from Mega Man. By beating enemies, you get coins. I'll get to these in a minute. The first level you start off with one ability, or magic spell, and it turns Kid Dracula into a bat. It does come in handy. Fly over baddies, or get to those hard to reach areas. The ability only lasts for a few seconds. As you progress through the game, KD remembers his spells once again, and he gains other powers, like a bat attack, ability to climb upside down, homing attack, and a bomb that can break walls. Some of these power-ups become very useful in certain parts of the game. In fact, you couldn't beat a few bosses without them. The robot boss would be impossible without the capability to go upside down. So it's a good thing that KD's amnesia is only temporary. Speaking of boss fights, I really enjoy the boss fights. Some bosses are just silly, like a giant chicken. After you fry it, you still have to fight its eggs. Your first encounter with the boss, you fight 3 generations or whatever these guys are. The last one's an old one. You really can't hurt him. He just collapses due to fatigue and he gets dragged away. Stage 2, you fight a wannabe Jason Voorhees. He needs his trusty axe and it's stuck in a log. You get a few free shots at him. After a few more hits, you chase him off. Then he comes out with a shotgun. A shotgun? That's how I know he isn't the real deal. There are 8 stages total. After beating a stage, you get to play a few bonus games. That's where the coins come in. You're given 3 choices. I want coins, I want lives, or none. By picking coins, you play a guessing game. It's sort of like craps. If you land on the number you selected or that star, you will win the amount of coins that you bet. So Kid Dracula is not only an action platformer horror comedic game, it's also an introductory class to gambling. The gambling doesn't stop there. If you want extra lives, it will cost you 10 coins to try one of 4 mini-games. Pick a crystal, any crystal, keep your eyes on the one you want. If you want A, you play Grab Bat. You try to catch as many bats as possible in order to get extra lives. This is the easiest minigame in my opinion to get the most lives possible. In B, Stick'em, you put swords through holes hoping you don't cause a skeleton to feel pain. If his head pops off, you lose. I feel this is the hardest minigame to get extra lives. C is Rock, Paper, Scissors. You play rock, paper, scissors against a monster. If you win, you hit him in the head with a club. If he wins, he hits you. If you attack too soon, you lose regardless if you technically won with paper, rock, scissors. D is Jump and Pop. Kid Dracula's on a pogo stick wearing a helmet with an arrow on it. You jump in the air to pop balloons to get extra guys. This one is really fun and I find it the second easiest minigame to get more lives. These mini bonus games add much variety to Kid Dracula, adding a lot of replay value. Kid Dracula is not the most difficult game. I'm not saying there are not challenging parts. There are several, like Stage 8. The screen keeps moving and you have to keep moving without getting hit by spikes or getting decapitated by the screen. Luckily, it doesn't go on forever like in some games. Just enough to keep the heart pumping a bit. Although, this same level throws you another toe tapper. Their gravitational arrows keep making you move up. It's full of spikes. Fortunately, there are hearts to refill any damage taken. You'll even find a heart that will increase your maximum health bar. Of course, there's more spikes to deal with in level 8. These guys seem something taken out of the Mega Man universe. At the end of level 8, just use the umbrella and keep moving. Don't worry about the falling ceiling or those dinosaurs. Keep it open and just keep moving right. It's that easy. At the end of Stage 8, you fight King Garamuth. Just stay under him while he uses his lightning and blast him with bombs or bats, only when his mouth is open. Yeah, he's kinda like King Hippo from Punch-Out! You can only strike him with his pie holes open. Just watch his patterns. Blast him with bad attack after he loses his wings. Eventually, Kid will prove why he is the Count. Kid Dracula is just awesome. The graphics, sound, and gameplay are all exceptional. It's connected to Castlevania but stands out on its own, and in many ways, Kid Dracula casts a shadow on Game Boy's Castlevania adventures. Yes, even Belmont's Revenge. It can be challenging, but the ability to get extra lives, it does make the game easier. It has so much replay value thanks to the mini-games and the game itself. There are so many great moments that keep the game fun, lively, even for the undead, and memorable. I absolutely recommend Kid Dracula for the original Game Boy. It's a rare title for the handheld system, so it might be harder to find. The scariest thing about the game is the price for a physical NTSC cart. A loose copy can go higher than $100.
Depending how you look at it, kiddies. If you buy the game, you might be tricked or treated. I hope you enjoyed this discussion of Kid Dracula on this special Halloween Game Boy series video. See you next time.